So it's Sunday. I'm at my property here in Azle. Let me get out. Let me show you the house that's gone up. This is the progress with the house. Nothing. Not a damn thing. So we have bad news and just bad news, to be honest with you. So let me show you something. So for the last month, I hadn't done a video about the property for the last month and a half, and because I worked the haunted house and I was so tired I didn't even want to come out here. So I came out today. I burned a little brush. There's some brush burning right there. Let me just show you that. My skid steer broke. That's all I needed. You know, I bought the skid steer for this property so I can level out the ground, and I did. I leveled out some of the ground over there, especially in the trees and stuff. I cleared out a lot of these trees. I didn't clear out anything over there today. I'm going to get a brush cutter for my skid steer, and then I'm going to go to town. So I did burn a lot of brush today. There's the brush I burned. I'm leaving right now, so it's just going to burn out anyway. But yeah, so there's my container. This is the one. Here's what happened. I've been calling Encore Electric and Tri-County Electric to come out here and put a meter on my pole, okay? By the way, you see that little yellow thing right there, that little yellow thing? I'm gonna explain that in a minute. You see the address? I put 305, because it's 305 Harder in Azle, Texas. That's the name of the street. And we're gonna get to that in just a second. By the way, I pulled the skid steer out, I started clearing out, and then the skid steer broke. So I had to take the part off, and I got frustrated. It got frustrating. I'm going home right now. It's early. I got here early. I'm leaving here early too. 305, you see that? So this is my pole. I paid $2,700 for this pole. And I'm going to tell you, it's in there okay. It's not the greatest thing in the world. So this pole has that, and it goes over to that pole right there. Okay, you see it? And the electric company is supposed to run a wire and just connect it to there and blah, blah, blah. Then it's going to run there, from right there to my house that isn't there, and then to my container that has no electric, but we're going to run it to the ground. We're going to cut it and run it to the ground. What a fucking shit show. All right, guys, so here's the deal. For the last month and a half, I've been calling electric companies Nova Services. The line of electricity stops at that orange fence, and there's no electric on this side. Did not know that. Sure wish somebody would told me that. So they had to replat this ground, and TXU now knows that there's a piece of property here. Apparently, they didn't know. So I had to show them all the acreage on this land, and they replotted it. Then I told them, hey, how about these guys? They have an electric meter here. This was here when I bought this property. This was an electric meter. Well, guess what? Guess what? Encore had no idea. They've been stealing electric from them for 10 years. So apparently whoever had this property had a RV right here, centered here, and they were stealing electric. I guess the guy was a former electrician, and he had ran it from the pole to there, and he was just stealing electric this whole time. I had no idea of this. So this land did not have any electric, and never has, according to their books. That's what Encore told me. So I had to show them that this property now is owned by me, and that I need electric here. They said, okay, blah, 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 yada, yada. I showed them this whole thing right here, this plot. I showed them that. I showed them I have a pole. They're saying, okay, do you mind putting the address on your property so we can come out? We already came out last week. We could not find your property. It's not on our maps. So then I said, you know what? I'll do that. No problem. So I went to town. I stopped at Lowe's, spent like $30 on signs and stuff like that. Got some spray cans. Here's what I did. I put the address, 305. And then I put the address on this one too, and that one. And then I went all out and decided to put the address on this. Put it right there. I put it right there. And then I'll put it on the other one. So now electric is coming. It has thrown me back by months now. So now I'm being delayed. So here's the plan. I told my wife, honey, let's do this first. Let's build the containers. Let's get this one. Let's move it over there. Let's lay it down. And that one over there, we'll live in it. So we are going to move in and live in one of the containers. I'm excited about it. I think the house that we're at right now is a little too big for me. I don't like it that much. But I want to move out here to the peacefulness. So me and my wife are going to live in that one. We're going to move that one, put it that way. This will be more like a guest house where just friends can come over. And then we're going to put the other one back there. I don't know how we're going to get it back there, but we're going to bat it back. Now, while they're building the house, while they're building this house, we're going to live right there. So my first mission is to finish that one, do all the outside, burn all this brush. And that's what I did this morning. So this morning I made a pile of brush. I started burning it. It was like 8 foot high. I burned that. Then I started cutting the grass outside. I pulled out the skid steer, started working on it, and the skid steer broke. I broke a little piece off the skid steer, my fault. Don't be rough with the skid steer. But what I need is clean out all this, straighten it all out. So I'm gonna come back next week. I'm gonna cut all this grass that's overgrowing, all the overgrowing grass and everything. So I put the skid steer back in my dumpster. I locked it back up, and I'm gonna come out here next week. Hopefully I will have electric here. I took pictures of all the signs that said 305 Hard Lane, all this, that pole, my pole. I took pictures of my pole, and we're ready to get electric here. We're gonna get electric. And as soon as we get electric here, I think we're gonna start doing some stuff. Here's the cool thing about it. We run off a well. So there's my well house right here. This is my well house. Let me show you this. That's my well house, which is really scary to go in. I'm not going in it. So this delivers water to the whole property. And I'm gonna have to grab water from there and run it all the way across there. But we already have pipes on the ground. We already did that. We already did the piping on the ground, so that's cool. Whew. I don't want to kill myself doing that shit. So we'll run well water to this property and that one over there, and that should be a big old head start for us. You have to have electric to run the well. The pump runs on, yeah. Then the sewer over here runs on electric too, because there's a pump in here that pumps out all the shit, I guess. I don't know. Listen, man, this is the first time me building a big house like this anyway. So, yeah, that thing runs on. And all the piping and shit is in there. I don't know where it's at, but it's in there somewhere. So, that's where we're at right now with building this property. It's just, we've been delayed because the electric company didn't even know where it existed, so it's a little frustrating, but you know what, it's okay. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have time to come out here and look at the property anyway. I was with the haunted house the whole time. I was getting off at 2 a.m. in the morning every night, you know, especially, you know, horror week. So it's kind of like it delayed my plans anyway to build my house. But there it is. If you're wondering, this is a driveway right here. I parked my van there, and then my other car will go over there. My wife's car will go over here. My Hummer somewhere around here. I got to tow my Hummer over here because my Hummer's not going to make a trip all the way from Dallas to here anyway. So I'll tow it down here. Yeah, I guess we'll start it off again. Just time and money is all it's taking. Time and money. Anyway, that is the update with my property right now. I'm kind of on standby for the electric company. They're holding me at will. And that's about it. Wish me luck in the near future. I was hoping to have this house up ready by December. That's not going to happen anymore. We're going to live in that thing for a while. And then we're going to build a house at the same time. I heard a rumor. Don't keep any wood or tools out here. People will steal them. So I'm not keeping shit. I'm going to keep an eye on everything. See you later, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.